Starting with the Russell today, we've had a bearish close of 1.18%. Price is closed below the conversion line, and the next area of support would be the Kijun line at 211.1. However, there is a little bit to go until we reach the target. The cloud is still bullish, the lagging span is above price. We might also find some support on top of price. The IWM also closed bearish at minus 0.91%. At the highest, they reached close to the target level from the original breakout. As of right now, however, we've had a close below the conversion line, and we are stuck in between the conversion line and the baseline. It looks like we may have found some early support baseline. The lagging span is still above price. We may end up finding support around these levels, but overall the trend remains bullish. The SPX has previously met the target of the previous consolidation and breakout. We've broken out of the diagonal, seem to have retested the diagonal, Kijun and the Tenkan as support, but lagging span is still below price, indicating a ranging market. We've had a bullish candle today with a negative close of minus 0.28%, therefore not seeing any large movements in the average stock. The bigger story here, however, is with the Nasdaq. It had a positive close of 0.28%, taking flows from the average stock. The lagging span is below price, indicating a ranging market, which is confirmed by multiple bullish and bearish crosses here. We teased the close in the cloud today, marking a turbulent no trade zone. However, we closed just above it. Looking at the largest constituents of the Nasdaq, the MAGs, which is the largest 7 tech companies, closed at minus 0.68%, but it's still in the cloud, and the IGV closed bearish at minus 1.75%. Price is still in the cloud, which is a turbulent no trade zone. Lagging span is hovering below price, and we have the bearish cross here. Semiconductors, however, had a largely bullish day today, 1.87%, which tells us there's kind of a tug-of-war going on between semiconductors and software, and it'll be interesting to see who wins. While individual setups may still look good, the overall index can be considered to be in a ranging market. We have price at the moment stuck between the baseline and the top of the cloud, where the cloud marks support and the baseline and conversion line mark resistance, and lagging span is below price, and when that's the case, price acts as resistance itself as well. So while RGB had a bearish day, that price movement was pretty much absorbed by semiconductors. Looking at FinViz today, energy had another great day in comparison to the rest of the market, as well as technology, as we have seen in the Semiconductor ETF. XLE, however, as discussed yesterday, with the lagging span and the price still below the cloud, and bullishness not confirmed until we get above the cloud, and maybe even this diagonal dip. So far, Kijun here has acted as resistance, and this is all driven by macro events, as you can see here. There is still no change here on Bitcoin until we can start to see some higher lows and closes in the cloud and above the cloud. But until then, it is trending bearish. These macro events are clearly affecting the JETS ETF with 2 bearish candles in a row. However, it looks like we found some support at the baseline here. So this trade idea is still on, lest the geopolitical events worsen. Biotech looks to still be going. It's due for a breather based on the bars pattern. However, it doesn't look like it's affected at the moment. The ARK ETF is flashed up on my screen, and perhaps this is where to look for setups once the geopolitical events subside, or right before they are about to. Thought I would add a few more setups as well that I am taking or considering taking, and if you watch this channel, you'll be able to deduce what it is that I'm looking for. Prime Medicine looks like it's breaking out above the neckline. I'd wait for a candle close above here. Price is breaking out above the weekly cloud. Lagging span looks to be closing above price. However, it could be resisted by the weekly Kijun still. On the daily, we've had a cloud breakout and resisted by the current resistance, which is an energy stock looks to be ready to make a move as well, as it had some kind of base breakout. Remains unaffected by the news, and we're extremely bullish on the weekly, with the lagging span pointing up, conversion line pointing up, baseline pointing up, and the cloud being thick, indicating there's significant resistance here, and the actual cloud is pointing up as well. Put a breakout in DINO, which is another energy stock. A decent move today, 6.33%. Broke out of the neckline here. It looks like it's ready to test new highs that we haven't seen since 2018. Arista Networks, ANET, has also had a base breakout. It looks like it's ready to make a multiple move. We've got lagging span above price. We've got the Kijun and the Tenkan pointing up. We've got a bullish cloud, and the weekly remains fully bullish, as well as also making new all-time highs. Once again, thank you for watching. If you found some value in this, please like, share, comment, and subscribe.